Throughout my years facilitating Kaizen events, I realized the most critical element to success is leadership commitment. And that's why I put it at the hub of the wheel of sustainability. Without leadership commitment, sustainability falls apart completely. So I work very hard to develop and strengthen leadership commitment leading up to, during, and after any Kaizen event. Now, we were doing a follow-up Kaizen for 5S in the maintenance shop at a steam turbine manufacturer. The first one was such a success. The baseline of fine time went from 22 minutes down to just over 5 minutes per part. And what had happened was others in that area said, hey, you missed some of our areas. We want to improve those as well, which is really cool. Having people excited to engage and participate is all you could ever ask for. So the new team consisted of 6 new employees and 2 that were from the first team because they knew what was possible. And we scoped it to the areas that we hadn't worked on in the first event. Now we had a baseline, of course, of just over 5 minutes. And on the first day when we took a Gemba walk, not only did we see clutter in the areas that needed help, but we got to see what good looked like, the areas that we improved in the first Kaizen. So now people knew what was possible, and their competitive nature was that they wanted to do even better than the first team. And of course, I helped that along because I love when people compete to do even better than before. Now, early in the second day of this event, we're making progress. All things seem pretty cool. And then our maintenance manager, who was our team leader, got pulled out of the meeting. When he came back about 15 minutes later, what we found out was there was a major chemical spill in the plant. And although most plants would have shut down our Kaizen event to deal with this crisis, and we would have lost our team leader for the rest of the week, leadership of the plant said, nope, this is too important. Let us take care of the spill. You stay focused on your Kaizen work. Maintenance manager, stay with your team and we'll handle the crisis. Wow, what leadership commitment. More than I could have ever wished for. Now, clearly my maintenance manager team leader was distracted by this during the week, but most of the time he was able to stay focused with the team, and every so often he would want to check on things, which is absolutely fine. The team focused on improving the workplace, and by the end of the week, we did another time check, and now, instead of 5.5 minutes to find anything, people that were unfamiliar with the space were able to find even the smallest items and most random items in just over a minute. So almost an 80% reduction in find time for parts. The team had made another incredible transformation. And that would have been great in and of itself. But the bigger thing that we all learned was that leadership had their back, that leadership truly valued the work they were doing and were willing to put on those hazmat suits themselves to take care of a crisis and let the team focus on doing the thing that was going to help them from then on. The lesson in all this is great leadership and great leaders create the space for others to succeed and win. And when that happens, culture of continuous improvement is almost unstoppable. I hope this story provided you with some inspiration to revisit your own processes. I have a lot more I'd like to share. Head over to pi-partners.com to learn how I can help. And check back from time to time for more Kaizen stories.